There's been a recent court decision that's causing a lot of problems for banks who have foreclosed on real estate, as well as real estate investors and homeowners who bought a house through foreclosure. So the case is Thompson v. JPMorgan Chase, and it was decided by the U.S. Appeals Court for the First Circuit, and it involves a mortgage foreclosure that happened in Massachusetts. So the case is, or the decision is about 10 pages long. Um, it, it's not an easy decision to read. It's poorly written, but the gist of it is this. The Thompsons had a mortgage with JPMorgan Chase. They defaulted on the mortgage. The bank foreclosed on the mortgage, and the bank sold the house. After the sale of the house, the Thompsons took the bank to court and they challenged the foreclosure. And one of the arguments they made was that the legal notice, the default notice that they got from the bank, conflicted with the terms of the mortgage. So before a bank can begin the foreclosure process, it needs to send a notice to the borrower that the borrower has defaulted, and it tells the borrower of the borrower's rights. So the default notice that the bank sent said essentially that you can pay what's owed and stop the foreclosure proceeding, and it seemed like the payment could be made at any time. Now, the mortgage, paragraph 19 of the mortgage, which is a standard mortgage, says that the payment must be made or can be made up to 5 days before the foreclosure sale. So paragraph 19 of the mortgage limits when payment can be made and the foreclosure proceeding can be stopped. The default notice didn't really seem to have that limitation. So the court says, well, this is potentially deceptive, misleading. These people could have shown up 3 days before the sale of the foreclosure, tried to pay what was owed, and stop the foreclosure sale. And the bank could have said, no, paragraph 19 says this needs to be paid 5 days before the foreclosure. All right, so it's a very technical point. It's kind of a flimsy argument, but it succeeded, and now it's wreaking havoc in the real estate world. So if you're an investor, if you're going to buy a house that's been through foreclosure, you really need to be aware of this case, and it's very, very important that you buy title insurance in order to cover any sort of issue like this if it crops up after you buy a property.